Hi everybody, this is Kathy L. Murphy, the Pulpwood Queen, and I'm reporting live from my little cabin in the woods, Murphy's Law, here in East Texas. And I have some important end of the year things that I want to share with you as we're all reflecting on what we've learned this past year during these times of COVID, the last 2 years really. The last time my International Pulpwood Queens and Timber Guys Book Club got together was in 2020. And I'm telling you, it was a celebration I'll never forget. And now I really treasure it because we got to meet in person. But we're not able to do that anymore. COVID and all of its variants have kept us at home, social distancing. But Mandy Haynes, my executive director, and I worked really hard this year to try to find ways that we could connect our readers to all of our authors. And I want to tell you first about the importance of words. Words are kind of like this vintage pearl necklace. Each word is a pearl, a gem. Each one is knotted together to keep them safe if the pearl breaks, that we have sentences and paragraphs and stories that we share. It is something we hold in our hand as a precious, precious jewel. And I'm now to share with you our precious jewel of this coming year, our January 2022 official International Pulpwood Queens and Timber Guys Book Club selection, Work in Progress. This is the brainchild of our executive director, Mandy Haynes. She put all our international authors together, both men and women, in this book. She put it together, she formatted it, she edited it, she published it with Three Dogs Right Press. It is a tome. I don't know if you can see how thick it is, but it has excerpts from some of our brand new authors and some of our seasoned pros. But what is wonderful is it has the stamp of Pulpwood Queen approval. This is our January lead book. And what I'd like to do is share with you what I wrote in the book. The introduction was written by Mandy Haynes. The foreword was written by Leslie Lear, who you may know is a Pulpwood Queen author and who recently sold the book to film rights with Salma Hayek of the HBO series. The afterword is done by our good friend and partner, Jonathan Hote of the Pat Conroy Literary Center. I tear up every time I say Jonathan's name because this center is at the heart of everything we believe in, promoting literacy, whether it's promoting our authors, their books, reading, literacy, or storytelling through all the arts, whether it be music or screenwriting for films, like our book and film club, we always share that, our writers club. Everything we do, we try to bring all of our readers into the conversation with the authors in person. Now that's been very hard this year because we can't meet. We can't meet in person, but we're still having conversations. We have our writers club, we have our book and film club, we have our weekly Tuesday night book club. We are doing events all the time, and all we ask is that you join us. Mandy Haynes convinced me this year to forego paying for Pulpwood Queen membership for readers. And you know what? It's time that we reward our readers who read all of our authors' books and help them get that little push to get them out there in the world and put some light on our stars. These are our jewels in our crown. And so I invite all of you to come back. Join the Pulpwood Queens. It's free for all our readers. Our authors do pay, and we do have lots of benefits for authors with features in our Reading Nation magazine. You have to be a Pulpwood Queen or Timber Guy author to be featured in our book. And we have so much. You can read all about it on our new website, www.thepulpwoodqueens.com. Now, our reading list is there. Soon at Girlfriend Weekend will be announced all our 2022 book club selections. Our 2022 January book club selections will be announced by Mary Sheriff of Bookish Road Trip. She's going to be announcing that January 2nd, and I've already given some teasers on some of my Kathy L. Murphy channel author events that I tape. Go to YouTube, type in Kathy L. Murphy channel, and we've created over 200 videos with our authors. We are trying to really have our authors in the conversation around the world. So this is the book club that you need to join and show that reading is important. There is such great value in books. That's why I always convince all my authors to don't give away what you slaved for years. I know it. My first book took me 6 years to write, to finish. And the thought of giving it away is just the saddest thing to me when I think of the sacrifices I made to finish that book while raising 2 small children, working full-time at my hair salon bookstore, Beauty in the Book, and all the other many things that I did in my community. But today, this is what I want to share with you. And this is very important to me. And I'm at that age where I have to put on the readers, y'all. So, Mandy Haynes also created this wonderful bookmark that comes with all the books if you order them from her. Work in progress. It has all our autographs. And if you go to our website, www.thepulpwoodqueens.com, we have a bookshop. If you order any of the Pulpwood Queen books, I will send you, and you let me know, I will send you autographs of all those books. These are our treasure, our jewels in our crown. And here is what I want to read for you today. The Pulpwood Queen's Work in Progress by Kathy L. Murphy. As we come to the end of this book, I must remind you of the story. The story that began with the dream of sharing writers who had a unique story to tell. One that drove each and every one of our authors in this book to begin their journey in the writing world. To write one's thoughts, dreams of taking a lifetime of missteps, detours, and frankly, getting lost to finally find their way with the words formulated from years of pondering the exact ones to convey what they had this burning desire to tell. True writers never stop lest they get broken by the arduous challenge of getting their words out into the world. My gift has been bringing these author stories into the light of readers around the world. I began my travels in the world of sharing our author stories with others when I started the Pulpwood Queens of East Texas. It eventually became, over 20 years in the making, the international Pulpwood Queens and Timber Guys Book Club reading nation of today. Most of my life, I've just ambled lost with no direction in mind. Once I discovered that I found myself in reading, I found sure footing. I see very clearly the road ahead. All the years of sharing my authors' stories, their books, and dreams, I'm now on a mission to see long past the seeds that were planted by the teachers who read aloud to me in my childhood classes. That reading brings a bountiful and fruitful harvest for years to come. I've had many moments of wonderful and delightful experience throughout our 21 years of showcasing many first-time first book authors. I have delighted in helping authors who may have never been discovered in a big way. Kind of like a mother bird, pushing her fledglings from the nest to see them fly and soar to the heights in the heavens. Great joy comes to me in our authors' accomplishments. These stories, these works in progress, are shared with our book club readership and beyond to give them a taste of how different and special each one of our book club authors' words to page really are. No one truly understands just how hard it is to become a writer and become an author. Years of toil and strife in a world where everybody is writing a story. The authors in this book are very special. They hold the promise of the passion of getting the words all together in such a way that you will remember them and look forward to their next publication. We are all works in progress. One thing I've learned in my reading life is that if you devote yourself to your life's gifts and talents, it does not matter if you become successful in society's eyes, as in rich and famous. What matters is the joy in the passion of telling the story that has unfolded as a present that will keep on giving to the world. They say that people will forget who you are, what you have accomplished, but you never forget how people make you feel. You see, this book is a book about feelings. Yes. I'm sorry I'm tearing up, but this is so important to me. You know, our emotions are poured out for everyone to connect by the experience of the read. You probably heard a million times that books save me. They did for me. I escaped into the stories of authors as my life at times became simply unbearable to face. Warring parents, hidden family secrets, harsh consequences, and brutal words beat me down until I was looking for anything to escape. My teachers, who were also my childhood librarians, showed me the world was much bigger than I ever dreamed. I have traveled the world through reading, and now it is my goal in life to share even more books that take us out into the world, not hide from anything. Books are the springboard to discovering that we live in an incredible world of different cultures, people, beliefs, and pure beauty of what God, however you name your higher power, has created for us. So in this world of my imagination, through a lifetime of reading and being out in the world of nature, I've found the balm that heals all wounds. Reading. I want my world to be perceived figuratively and virtually as an author, artist, book lover, one that inspires, enlightens, educates, and lets you walk in the shoes of people much different from yourself. How boring life would be if we were all the same. Through the conversation of sharing our stories with others and our authors, we can see the beauty in the world as it shows we are human. We are the only animal that shares stories. It's all about the story, yours, mine, and ours. Work in Progress, created and edited by the incomparable Mandy Haynes, is a gift to all of you that keeps on giving. Share this book with someone you love. Now in the immortal words of Alfred Lord Tennyson from Ulysses. It little profits that an idle king by this still hearth, among those barren crags, matched with an aged wife of Metten dole, unequal laws into a savage race. They hoard and sleep and feed and know not me. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that love me and alone on shore when through scudding drifts the rainy Hades. Vex the dim sea, I become a name. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments, myself not least, but honored of them all, and drunk delight of battle with my peers far on the ringing plains of windy Troy. I'm part of all that I have met. Yet all experience is an arch weatherthrow, gleams that untraveled world with margin fades forever and forever when I move. How dull it is to pause, to make an end, to rust unburnished, not to shine in use, as though to breathe were life. Life piled on life were all too little, and one to me little remains. But every hour is saved from the eternal silence, something more, a bringer of new things, and violet were for some 3 suns to store and hoard myself, and this gray spirit yearning and desire to follow knowledge like a sinking star, beyond the utmost bound of human thought. This is my son, my own Telemachus, to whom I leave the scepter and the isle, well loved of me, discerning to fulfill this labor, by slow prudence to make mild a rugged people, and through soft degrees subdue them to the useful and the good. Most blameless is he, centered in the sphere of common duties, decent not to fail in offices of tenderness and pay, meet adoration to my household gods. When I am gone, he works his work, I mine. There lies the port. The vessel puffs her sail. There gloom the dark broad seas. My mariners, souls that have toiled and wrought and thought with me, that ever with a frolic welcome took the thunder and the sunshine and opposed free hearts, free foreheads. You and I are old. Old age hath yet his honor and toll. Death closes all. But something ere the end, some work of noble note may yet be done. Not unbecoming men who strove with gods, the lights began to twinkle from the rocks. The long day wanes. The slow moon climbs, the deep moans round with the many voices. Come, my friends, it is not too late to seek a newer world. Push off, and sitting well in order smite the sounding furrows, for my purpose holds to sail beyond the sunset and the baths of all the western stars until I die. It may be the gulfs will wash us down. It may be we shall touch the happy isles and see the great Achilles whom we knew. Though much is taken, much abides. And though we are not now that strength which in old days moved earth and heaven, that which we are one equal temper of heroic hearts, may weak by time and fate, but strong in will, to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. This is our story. Mandy Haynes and I have created a program that is quite literally out of this world. It's going to be epic. Authors from around the world, podcasters, bloggers, special guests. We are all on the same page that it's all about the story. So see you this Happy New Year. And join me in reading Work in Progress. Thank you, Mandy Haynes. Thank you to my team, Paul Roberson, to Robert Gwaltney, and to all my readers and authors who have supported me in this 21 years. Sorry. This has been a sad 2 years for all of us. We've all gone through so much. We've suffered so many losses. But the one thing I know, if we all join hands, if we join the conversation, if we read together, this world will be a much better place. Happy New Year. I'm celebrating you all, and I'll see you in 2022. God bless. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Bye-bye.